Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to this week's new makeup release video. This series where I give you my brutally honest opinions on all the new releases in makeup, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I need to stop lying to myself about how subtle I plan on doing my makeup because I just wanted to play with the BH Cosmetics Sugar Cone palettes. I wanted to do something really soft and neutral, and here we are. Here we are. I don't know how we got here, but we're here. So let's just jump right into this week's releases. Starting, of course, with Colourpop. They have released the new Nude Collection, and this collection includes 6 eyeshadow quads and 4 blush quads. So I do believe all of the eyeshadow quads are completely matte, and they're all obviously very nude toned for a variety of different skin tones, which is always nice. Some of these look very, very similar, not only to each other, but to what they already released. Like, I'm gonna say you can barely even tell a difference between a lot of these palettes. With the exception of that one cool tone palette, you can very barely even tell these apart. These are so similar to each other, not even to their first release. When they first released these little quads, I believe they also had 3 more neutral quads, which is really nice. There was more of a light one, a medium one, and a deeper one, and they just released pretty much the same thing, but these are so similar to each other. There did not need to be 6 of these, or if there's gonna be 6 of these, make them very different. Like, these are, once they're all swatched out, like, you can't even tell. Some of these shades look exactly the same as the other ones. I definitely do not think there needed to be 6 of these if they were gonna be this damn similar to each other. If they wanted to expand on having those like 3 original neutral palettes and just do more of a neutral palette for every skin tone under the sun, if that's what they wanted to do, that's fabulous. I love that. But these needed to be more unique to each other. They're too similar, basically. Long story short, they all look the damn same. The face palettes, however, I do like that they have expanded the shade range on the face palettes. That is always a good thing. These are blush palettes, so there are 3 blushes and 1 highlighter. There's 4 new shades. I believe they already had 4, so these I like. They're only $12 and you're getting 4 different products. I do like the face palettes, although they could have done more on the deeper end of the shade range, but they are expanding. That's always a good thing. I would be interested in trying one of these little blush palettes. I do like the peachy toned, the Born to Blush, so maybe next time I place an order from Colourpop, I will throw one of these little face quads into my cart, but these ones here are all available now in case you were interested. So next, let's talk about the big gold bikini-clad elephant in the room. Kylie Cosmetics has revealed her new 24-karat birthday collection. Okay, let me get into the products before I get into the packaging. So this collection will include a 24-shade eyeshadow palette for $60, a lip shine lacquer set for $45. It includes 4 shades. An all-over gloss for $18 for eyes, face, and lips in the shade gold. A liquid eyeliner duo for $25 in the shades Made of Gold and Heart of Gold. A lip serum for $17 with real gold flakes, 24-karat gold, hydrating, anti-aging. A highlighter for $24 in the shade Good as Gold, and a body glow for $24 as well. So. This is the front of the palette. Kylie, girl, you could have put any damn thing else that's gold on the front of this palette. Anything. Anything other than your half-naked self. Listen. No shade, she looks amazing. If I look like this, I'd probably be half naked all the time too. Probably not. But this is not the first palette with this kind of picture on the front of it that she has released. I just don't think it belongs on the front of an eyeshadow palette. It could have been an amazing promo shot. Like if these were the promo shots for the collection, beautiful. It could have even been just on the cardboard box. I'd have been okay with that. But did it have to be on the front of the palette? Did it really? Girl. Like I even like the packaging on the other products that is her face. Like the cardboard box for the body glow. That I like. That one I think is a little more tastefully done. The packaging on the liner duo looks nice. The packaging on the powder highlighter looks pretty because it's just on the outer cardboard box. It's not the actual physical products that has her half-naked body on the front of it. I mean, I have no problem with anyone showing their body. Whatever you're comfortable with, do you. It's not, you know, I'm not saying she needs to cover herself up or any of this. It just doesn't belong on the front of an eyeshadow palette, in my personal opinion. I think it's a little trashy. I'm sorry. It's a little trashy. Not saying she looks bad. I just think there's a place for that kind of image, and the front of an eyeshadow palette is just not really it. I think it definitely brings the level of class of the entire collection down. It definitely could have been a more high-end feeling collection if you wanted to go with golds. I think it could have been really classy and really elegant, and it's not. It's just not. I can't get behind the packaging. I just don't think it belongs on an eyeshadow palette. Everything else I think looks really, really pretty though. Like the packaging on the powder highlighter, that looks classy. That looks elegant. It's very sleek, it's shiny. The packaging on like the lip gloss and everything with the white and gold, the gold caps on everything, those look pretty. I think everything else in the collection actually looks really, really well done. I don't know. But the palette itself, like the actual eyeshadows, again, look a little bit cheap. Like, I don't know what's different about this packaging for her. It kind of looks like cheaper eyeshadow, and it's $60. That's a lot. That's a lot for an eyeshadow palette. I mean, it is 24 shades, but just for the way it looks, the price doesn't match the products. But the actual eyeshadows look beautiful. The swatches on these shades look incredible. These shimmers look very sparkly, beautiful, metallic, pigmented. I am a sucker for a warm, coppery gold eyeshadow palette. There's a few pops of pink in here. I think the actual palette itself, beautiful. Beautiful choice of colors. I like the palette. I just don't like how the palette is presented. I think everything else looks beautiful. The powder highlights is definitely giving me fancy trophy wife vibes. It is that very true, bright gold kind of color. There is a number 24 embossed on the top of the powder highlighter. I think that's a really cute touch. I would actually love to see this highlighter swatched next to Trophy Wife. Not saying they copied each other. It's a gold highlighter, but I would love to see how similar these two are. So, yeah. The concept of the collection is nice. The execution of the actual products is nice. I just can't get past the packaging on the palette. It's kind of trashy. So this entire collection will be available August 10th in case you were interested. So while we're on the topic of packaging, let's talk about these new products coming up for fall 2021 from Chantecaille. So these are the luminescent eye shades, and I believe it's the India's Vanishing Species collection. Pearlescent light-catching eyeshadow washes the eye with multi-dimensional shimmer. Created to support the crucial work of Suhan, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Tiger and Leopard Conservation. $59 each. Woo, okay. First of all, this packaging, beautiful. Absolutely breathtaking. I love these so much. 10 out of 10 on the packaging. The shades themselves, there's like a tan and an emeraldy forest kind of green. Nice choices. I do think they match the packaging. $59 though. Who in God's name is paying $59 for a single eyeshadow? Not this bitch. That's for sure. So on Chantekai's Instagram, it does say that these were created to pay tribute and to benefit our conservation focus for Royal Bengal tigers and Indian leopards. We're proudly supporting the crucial work of Suhan tiger and leopard conservation with this new philanthropy launch, available for pre-order. It does say a lot about this working with the conservation, but it doesn't really say how. Like, I'm not seeing if any amount from the purchase is going to be donated to the conservation. I'm not seeing how exactly they are working with them. I'm assuming this is something they do often, because I have seen more Chantecaille collections with like the sea turtle packaging and the whale. Maybe I'm just not exactly informed on how exactly Chantecaille works with these organizations, but I will definitely have to look into it more to see what exactly they're doing. But they are beautiful. You cannot deny that these are absolutely stunning. So these two here are already available in case you are out of your mind. I mean, in case you were interested. So let's talk about Natasha Denona. I'm pretty sure this release is going to be very hyped up. She has released the new Smoke and Vision collection. So this collection includes the mini Xenon eyeshadow palette. Like Xenon Girl of the 21st Century. That was an amazing movie. Top notch. One of my favorite Disney movies. The Macro Tech Eye Crayon in 3 shades for $24. The long wearing full coverage cream eyeliner in 3 shades, I believe also $24 each. So this palette is very different from anything we've seen from Natasha Denona. I think this is, I'm not an expert on her makeup, but I'm pretty sure this is her first like completely cool toned black, silver, gray tone palette. I like that we're seeing something different. I think a lot of people are going to love this palette if you're a huge fan of Natasha Denona's formula. And this is just something that has been missing from your collection. I do think a lot of people are gonna love this palette. That silver shade looks incredible. It looks like melted metal. So that's definitely impressive. So the 3 eyeliners come in black, brown, and burgundy. I think those are very nice complementary colors for the palettes. The brown is not a very warm brown. It's more of a neutral tone brown, so it will look good with the palette. And the pot liners come in nude, brown, and black. Again, colors that are gonna work very well with the palette. I like this. I like the subtle hints of color with the burgundy liner. I think that would pop so amazingly against a full gray, black, and silver smoky eye with this just bright magenta burgundy liner. I think that would be a really, really nice touch. I think that's a great selection of color against this eyeshadow palette. It is the $25 mini palette, so it's like the really little ones, but I think a lot of people are gonna love this palette. I think it is a great addition to Natasha Denona's range, something that we haven't seen from her before. I don't remember the last time I wore like a black, gray, silver, smoky eye. That was my go-to in like high school and right after. I did not know warm tones existed. It was gray, black on the outer corner, silver shimmer, always. That was it. That was all I knew. So this is not something I'm going to be picking up. This just, it brings back bad memories of bad makeup. So I'm sure it's absolutely beautiful. I have seen it used on her Instagram. Shadow quality looks great. Color choices are really nice. Not really my thing. I haven't worn this color eyeshadow in a very long time. So this collection is not for me, but it is already available in case you were interested. So next we have a pretty interesting collaboration. This is from Profusion, and this is a collaboration with Mean Girls. So this collection includes a 3-shade face palette, a lip duo with a matte lip cream and a gloss, 2 9 pan eyeshadow palettes, a cosmetics bag, a hand mirror, a face mist, a 35 pan eyeshadow palette, and you can also get the promo box that includes a brush set as well. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. So starting with the actual 35 pan palette, I think the palette actually looks really pretty. I've never tried Profusion. I think they're available at like Walmart and Target maybe. They're a very, very affordable brand. I have heard good things about them. I've heard people really like their eyeshadows, but this big palette actually looks kind of nice. Like, it's giving me Glamlight X Michaela vibes with like the more neutral at the top and then the really rich blues, greens, and purples at the bottom. But it's really affordable. It's a lot of shades. I've heard the quality is good, so that's not bad at all. There are 2 9 pan palettes. Those aren't as exciting as the bigger one. They're more kind of neutral palettes. One is more neutral with pops of pink, and the other one is neutral with pops of blue. These aren't as exciting as the big one, but they are cute. The face palette, there's only one face palette. Again, it's not acceptable to release a collection with only one shade of a face palette. That's just not acceptable. I understand it's a collaboration with a movie, so the palette is probably geared towards what the characters in the movie would use, but again, one shade is just not okay. The handheld mirror I think is really cute. It does have the burn book graphic on the front of it. The brushes look pretty. They're white and pink. The makeup bag is really adorable. I think that's probably the cutest part of this whole collection. I think this collection is definitely going to appeal to a lot of people who are huge fans of this movie. Very popular movie. I think the collection fits the theme really, really well. I think it's definitely on point with the movie. It's very affordable. All these things range from like $5, $6, $10 for the small palettes. The makeup bag is $6. The promo box is only $19, and that includes the big palette, a brush set, and the mirror. That's a great deal. If you're a huge fan of the movie, this might be a great option for you. I think the palette actually looks really pretty too. It's not something you're gonna buy just because it fits the theme. Like, it's something you can actually get really solid use out of. I think the palette looks nice. I think this is a really cute collaboration, and this one here is available now in case you were interested. So we have another really affordable collection with a classic TV show, and this is the Wet n Wild X Saved by the Bell collection. Now, I didn't watch Saved by the Bell, that one's before my time, but I am familiar with the show. I think this is so well done. Like, this collection, first of all, huge collection, and there's a mascara, an eyeshadow palette, brush sets, glow duos, face duos, another face duo, lip plumping kits, brushes, and a makeup bag. So the entire collection is only $70. Again, very affordable. This is Wet n Wild. It's a huge collection. There's tons of stuff. I'm pretty sure the PR box comes in like a locker. That is such a cute touch. That's adorable. If you get the PR kit just for the cardboard box that looks like a locker, no judgment. But I think they nailed the packaging on this. Everything looks very early 90s with the colors and the patterns. I'm seeing flashbacks to my older sister's clothing. The brushes are really nice. I think this is very well done. I think the makeup bag is adorable. Listen, Wet n Wild nailed this one. I'm not really familiar with the actual show, so I can't say if the colors like fit the characters. But in terms of like packaging and execution, I think it is spot on, so cute. I'm pretty sure the front of the palette is also a locker. Listen, I think this is incredibly well done. Again, everything is very affordable. It's Wet n Wild. The face duos are $7. The kabuki brush, $9. The makeup bag is $10. Mascara, $8. The eyeshadow palette is $15. So whether you're buying this for the collector's aspect of it or you actually really want to use the products, I think it's an amazing deal. I think this collection is definitely going to hit a nostalgia factor for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to see this and instantly be taken back to when they were watching this show when they were younger. I think it's spot on, very well done packaging, perfectly hit the nail on the head, and this whole collection is available now in case you were interested. So next we have a new collection coming from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Super Nudes collection. This includes the Nudegasm face palette, the Super Nudes eye palette, the Super Nudes lipstick, and a double-ended eye pencil. So it says that it's a 90s inspired. I don't see how it's 90s inspired, except maybe the lip colors are like a kind of grungy brownish. I guess that's 90s. We don't have a whole lot of information on this collection. It's Charlotte Tilbury, I'm sure it's going to be expensive. There is only one shade of the face palette, which again is just not acceptable. Charlotte Tilbury is a big enough brand to have released at least 3 of these. The palette itself does look really beautiful. It's got these really pretty embossings on the pans. It looks like it has glowy blush, more of like a bronzer shade, and then maybe 2 highlighters. This palette might work for a light to a medium skin tone. There's just no excuse for releasing 1 shade of a face palette. There's not. Charlotte Tilbury is a big enough brand that she could have released at least 3 of these. I think they're beautiful. If she would have done a light, a medium, and a deep with this really glowy, shimmery blush and bronzer, summer, glowy, beautiful skin theme going, I think it would have been beautiful. But there's no reason for there to only be 1 shade. The eyeshadow palette looks pretty darn basic. It's just a neutral palette. The lip colors look nice. There does seem to be a better range on the lip colors, because if you're going to call something a nude, my nude is not your nude, is not the next person's nude, is not the next person's nude. So, I will say at least the lip colors have a bit more of a range. Kind of like that the eye pencil has like a cream color on one side and a black liner on the other. So you've got the cream if you really want to brighten and open up your eyes, and then you've got the black on the other end if you want more of a smoky and defined look. I do think the palette looks beautiful. This very glowy, shimmery, sun-kissed look that everyone wants for summer. But again, everyone wants it for summer, not just people with a lighter medium skin tone. You know, someday I'm gonna be able to stop saying that this shade range is unacceptable. But not today. So if you are interested in this collection from Charlotte Tilbury, it will be coming soon. So we do have a couple of fragrances to talk about this week. We have a new perfume coming from Too Faced, and this is inspired by the iconic pink mascara, the Better Than Sex Eau de Parfum. Does it smell better than sex? I sure as shit hope so. So this is the brand's first perfume, a modern love potion for women and men. Notes include passion fruit, lychee, peach, citrus, floral scents, magnolia, jasmine, orchid, rose, earthy scents, good lord, sandalwood, cedarwood, musk, amber, patchouli. Good lord, they threw every damn thing in that perfume. So it is $105. Sit down somewhere. And I hate to say it, but I think the packaging is a little tacky. It's a little cheapy looking for $105. And by the way, you want an unpopular opinion? I hate the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I hate it. It smudges on me like no other. Do not like it one bit. The bottle looks a little tacky. It's a little cheap looking, especially for $100. I can't even imagine what this smells like, because it smells like everything. Every damn thing. I I think $100 is a lot for a perfume, especially the first perfume a brand has ever come out with. We don't even know if you know what you're doing in terms of fragrance. So this is definitely not something I'm gonna be picking up, but it is coming fall 2021 in case you were interested. And we have another new fragrance coming to us from Sol De Janeiro, and this is actually a collaboration with Anitta. This is one of their fragrance mists, and let me tell you, their fragrance mists are my absolute favorite. The Brazilian Crush, oh my goodness, and hold up. Listen, the original Brazilian Crush in the shade Oza 71, do not ask me to choose which one I like better. I can't make those kinds of decisions. This is a backup. I have two because these only come in the little tiny bottles. Hands down, my top two fragrances that I own. Absolutely love these. So, I am excited to see a new fragrance coming from Sol De Janeiro. This one has notes of passion fruit nectar, pink patchouli, jasmine honey, vanilla, and tiger orchid. So it does have a little bit of a floral note to it. I'm not a huge fan of florals. This one smells like cookies and popcorn. Listen, you want to smell like a snack? Right here. There is a floral hint to it. I'm not a huge fan of floral, but I definitely would love to see what this smells like. The promo shots for this look beautiful. From what I can see of the packaging, there's like a little short video on Instagram. Everything looks beautiful. Love Sol De Janeiro, definitely one of my top brands for fragrances. And I would love to see what this smells like. I love that they did a collaboration with a Brazilian artist. And I am maybe kind of considering this one. So maybe next time I place an order from them or Sephora, I will pick this one up. I do love their fragrances. I will say I wish they lasted a little bit longer, but in terms of how amazing they actually smell, you can't beat it. So this one here will be available August 10th, and I am definitely excited. Love Sol De Janeiro fragrances. So that was it for this week's new makeup releases. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to come back next Monday and every Monday, and please consider liking, subscribing, and coming back for some more content. Bye.